Guys, so I know the filming is obviously a little jumpy right here. I'm actually holding my camera, but today will be the third installment in my YouTube Pagan Challenge, and it's going to be, do I have a shrine or altar or sacred space? And the answer is yes. However, I can kind of see my room and the mess back there. I kind of try to make my room my sacred space as much as possible. I do, I'll put things in the windows, and I have feng shui candles around, and rocks in different places and things like that, but I do have an altar, so I'm just going to show you. This is the altar that I set up for the autumn season. Right here, this is a little like good luck toad thing, and it's covered by fool's gold, obviously, and these little coin things, and this one says count your blessings, and it's just sort of like a little prosperity corner. And then I always put this starfish on my autumn altar because it is technically a dead starfish, and it's, you know, with like Samhain coming up and stuff, I just thought it would be appropriate. This is a rock that actually me and my best friend got at the coast on one of like our favorite days, and it's actually on my altar frequently, but I just felt that I wanted it up there. This is actually going to be in the next haul video I do, which I will be doing today, but it's actually a bleeding candle. You see the red up here, and when I burn it, it'll like look like it's bleeding. Here, I have a little offering dish with some dried up sage in it, and this little thing right here. And it's just supposed to be like, I bought it because it's an ivory nut harvested, and like all the proceeds go to, like, you know, helping endangered animals and things like that, but it's always by my offering dish. And then if we come up here, I have my cow tailbone here, basically for the same reason as the starfish. And I have a black candle up here, which is always on my autumn altar because I think it's befitting. This is always my working candle. Sorry, it's always on my altar. This is just a gray candle that I wanted as one of my candles up here. This is a piece of, this is a form of tiger's eye that I kept up here. This is actually a candle holder, the stone thing. You can put the candles in here. This was up in one of my thumbnails, and it's just a wood stand with a pentacle on it, and it's so it kind of served as my altar pentacle. These are arrowheads that I've gotten from the desert on many a time. This is actually my grandma's, this big one here, but these are the ones I've actually found out in the desert. And I look at autumn as sort of a very ancestral time. And then under here, obviously my wand here, which I've already showed you guys, very happy about. Under here is a altar pentacle slash like goddess symbol and stuff that I drew in art class like a million years ago, and that I always keep under here, but it's basically ruined after years and years of wax. So, and then if you go under here, I have my little chicken foot holding a rose quartz that I got at the Renaissance Festival that is almost always up here, but I definitely wanted it up here for the autumn season. Then I have a piece of fluorite that I absolutely love. It is just, sorry, it's just beautiful. I love this thing. And then coming over here, we have all of my smudging feathers and a few of the brooms. This that I found out in the desert a long, long time ago. It's just a piece of quartz that I dug out of the earth. And this rock that I got from the coast the last time I went, and it just really called to me, and I was going to take it down for this season, but I decided to leave it up. I call it my fairy rock. It's just a hagstone, which I think are also referred to as fairy rocks, anything with naturally occurring holes like this. My incense burner, which has this little toe broke off, is the skull. The skeleton, which I thought was pretty befitting for autumn anyway, but that actually is my standard incense burner all the time. This works as my witch's pyramid. I just love this thing. I just think it is so beautiful and cool, and it is, I've had it forever. I love it. It just holds a little pumpkin spice scented tea light. And I will usually change out the candles depending on like what I need for a certain spell, but I will put out like general candles. So then I have this little purple gnome incense guy that I put up because the veil is going to be thinner, and that goes with like gnomes and fae folk, and purple is very autumnal color, so on and so forth. This is my divination divination corner, And it always has my little owl friend on here, and my obsidian rock, which I actually use for scrying a lot of the time. And I always just keep this little mirror slice up here as to ward off, like, you know, negative energies. The pen, and then in this box are my tarot cards, and then these two journals are my tarot journal, and my psychic journal is the very last one underneath here. And then I have, this seems kind of silly because it's a character from Hercules, but this is actually my figure for Hermes. It's just what I've always used and I like it. I always have this little feather here. I don't even know if you guys can see it. This little feather here for Horus. And then Ganesh, who is actually right up front, but because the festival of Ganesh just ended. But those three are always on here. And then I will have the other bleeding candle up over here, but that's going in a haul video. And then last but not least, I just keep my little Marimo balls up here that my boyfriend got me, which actually should be in like the water, like the water area, but there isn't enough room and they need to get sunlight, so I keep them over here. So that's my broom, and it has the hamster hand and this little thing that's full of oils and beads for your heart chakra attached to it, and a little wind chime added to it for like vibrational clearing. And then that's the other broom I got in Crabtree. That is full of incense and my little crystal ball. That is for the thing called, it says Lincoln Logs, that's excess rocks. I actually use the kinetic sand for either ritual sand or anxiety, actually. The books right here are the first three in the back are my BOSs, and the one in the front with the little beads is the one I'm working on. And then that little like a dork I am, I actually went through all of my makeup and picked out like my most like spooky makeup for like equinoxes and Sabbats and Sabbats, just so it would be like more appropriate because it like mixes my favorite like witchcraft and makeup, so yay. And then sort of last but not least is this cabinet right here. Actually both, ignore all this stuff right there, the open cabinet and the one there up top. That is all more candles and seasonal decorations and more incense, different kinds of incense. I have another prosperity kind of shrine in there that's basically just a little dragon bank that I keep pennies and citrine with. I'm trying to think what else is in there. That's basically it. And then I keep a whole trunk, and that is all just, again, just a ton. Like, the whole thing is basically all candles and candle holders and just things like that. Like, it's seriously all just, like, candles. And there's, like, 3 bags of pine cones under there. But, yeah, so that's it. That's all sort of my altar sacred space and sort of, like, around my room. But that actually is... that is at my actual altar. So yeah, I hope you guys are liking these videos. I'm really enjoying doing them. There will be another one next week, as always. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye!